it sprung on me lately as I went to a funeral lately, when not long ago, and there's something that happens at a funeral, especially when there is a dead life in a casket, and you go, and if it's an open casket, you take a look at this person who was once living and is not anymore, and you get this sense that there is something missing. There's something gone. You feel as though the spirit is no longer there. We don't have that connection anymore with that body. It's not just dead, it's gone. The person is gone. And so I also am one of those people who have strong connections with spirituality. I feel it everywhere, and it's and to me, I think that even in the scientific community, it's something that is starting to grow, because as we start to look at vibrations and how even on a subatomic level, energies are a form of information, how they build the universe into what it is. There is a lot of people in speculation about objects having a certain vibration, a certain feel to it. There are certain things that shake us up, whether it's gives us a sense of unease, fear, or wonder and beauty, and it just feels good. We can get that from a room. We can get that from an object. We can get that from a person who is just sitting there, and you can get certain vibrations from them. You can sense it all. So one of the things in the spiritual community, wellness community, is talking to crystals, for example. We even know in the scientific community that crystals hold certain energy properties to them. We're implying these crystals into our industry and the things that we make and create, whether it be our watches or smartphones, things like that. All that has crystal in it. And when you hold a crystal, you might be feeling something from it. You might be getting a certain vibe. You might be getting some information. There's definitely something to the object itself. I love this one. This is given to me by a friend. Thank you very much, Jeannie, by the way. She picked the rock, came to her somehow, and she painted this wonderful butterfly. And when you look at this, or even feel it in your hand, you get a good feeling, you get a good vibration from it. I think we all think of that creepy doll, there's a creepy doll somewhere in our experience in our lives. Everyone seems to either see it from a movie or have that creepy doll in that room that they grew up in, or you know what I mean. You get that weird vibe from it, right? So everything seems to have a certain vibration to it, and a certain feel to it, and a certain spiritual essence to it. Now, I know I have this other object in front of me. It's called the Weeping Guru, I believe. Oh, no, wait, it's called the Weeping Yoga. Yes, the Weeping Yoga. It's a weeping something. It's a figurine that's hand carved, and it's got the shape of a person who's got their head and their hands down into their lap, just in holding this like in agony, almost holding in this tremendous amount of pain. And the cool thing about this particular carving is that the grooves are meant to hold your fingers in your palm. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. Purpose and the idea of this is to hold this in your hand when you're grieving about something, when you have some negative feelings in you, and you take that and you put it into the yogi. And then the yogi, it said, that holds all that negative energy in it, but specifically containing it within it and not projecting its negativity. You know me, last one here. Oops. Simple just has that wonderful feeling to it. And in fact, even though I say this is a positive thing, there are some medicine bowls or singing bowls, if you were to purchase one, it just doesn't jive with you. I've returned one or two before because it just didn't feel right. There is this old saying, there's an old feeling in feng shui. Feng shui is the energy placement of the objects in a room. The windows, where they're placed, the door, where they're placed, and how things are placed in a room gives off a certain energy. So what I like to say is, within these objects, there is some form of energy in it. Having simple plants in a room and talking to them and watering them and taking care of them gives off this thing. And we know that they're not just objects, right? We know they're alive. We take it for granted, even for those of us who have spiritual connections. We feel it. And I always say, if for all those who believe in God, you say you believe in it, we feel it, we talk, we feel that there is some sort of interaction there, and we even see, a lot of us even see proof at times, right? We feel like our conversations with God, our commitment with God presents some things that are just unnatural and amazing, and we feel that. But what if God were to actually present itself in to us right now? It just came right there. It'd be more amazing than an alien invasion aliens coming down and parking their spaceships on your lawn. And then what would happen to the world? The whole world would be in awe. It would be the most absolute body and lifting, mind-blowing thing ever, and you'll never forget it. The whole world would change. It would absolutely change forever in a positive way. So why don't we act like that now? Why don't we act like that now? Well, it's because there is a certain amount of mystery. We don't go to our neighbor and go, did you feel the essence of God today? We just don't do that. Embrace that feeling of spirituality. Embrace the feeling of your reality with everything that's around you. Know that the rock, that the crystal, that the drapery, that the table, that the clothes, and the other people, these are all creations of God. These are all creations of a higher form of intelligence that speaks and creates and is touching us at every moment. You can feel it in the things that you eat and you drink. You can feel it within the voice and the breath of the people around you. And when the people that we meet are in our lives, to appreciate that. I mean, it's hard to appreciate a negative form. So when someone's being negative towards you, I mean, maybe that's a lesson in life that you're supposed to be learning. And it's hard. Even I am guilty of getting angry at people or feeling dissatisfied or disappointed or scared. Feel that. But never forget that what lies inside that person is a soul. And that soul is the most amazing thing you can ever think of. It's just beautiful and it's just amazing that way. So, from my soul to yours, I hope that you not only enjoy life, but that you feel wonderful inside. And if you're feeling turmoil in any way, grasp onto something that is bringing you positive. Touch things Look at what you have, appreciate all, and talk to people who have that vibration that feels good, and stay away from all the negativity and find your path to be a wonderful journey. And until next time, take care, and I wish you well.